I'm here, where are you from? Implies you're not here, from here. Right? And you know, there's a professor here on campus who hates that question, because his family's been here for over 300 years. Right? I'm from here, where are you from? Right? So yeah, so I think the Hispanic Latino thing, I use Latino obviously when I interview because I'm smart enough to know that that sends signals.
So you think your best chance of having a higher ed position would be where there's a high percentage of the Latino population? Or does it depend on the programs that you're interested in?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it all depends on, you know, does the job application have code words that suggest that I should amp up my differentness, right? Like, you know, you always get these odds, you know, people with diversity are especially encouraged to apply. I'm like, okay, yeah. Then I'll talk all about my Latino-ness in my letter. You know, otherwise, I'll focus on my academic credentials. So I don't know where the best opportunity is. I do know that if I look at a department's website and they already have 1 or 2 Hispanic or Latino faculty, the odds of them hiring me are low. I assume that. Because I assume they've met their benchmark.
Well, then I push Michigan.
Yeah, you know, every time a job opens out there, I really, Wayne State, I could be Detroit. You know, but,
I was just wondering if you could say a bit more about the pigeonhole effect. This is something I've kind of thought about. So like
yeah.
the odds of me being hired for a gender position, for example.
Sure.
Even though that's what I studied.
Yeah.
And that well-meaning people on a hiring committee might think, hey, you know, or sexuality, do we want to hire someone,
Sure.
you know.
Right, if you're not a woman or if you're not gay, you don't have gender.
Right, exactly. And so, which could be seen as, okay, that's sort of being, whatever, proactive.
Yeah.
In one sense, but from what I'm hearing right, what I'm hearing is right, what that also does is that if women, for example, have a sense of, hey, gender, and you might be drawn to it because of their own experience
Sure.
and so forth, but also as a good job opportunity, then they're not in
Right.
other areas, and they're also expected to carry the quote-unquote burden of having to teach about gender, i.e. womenness, likewise with race. So just further thoughts on this pigeonhole, the structural stuff that leads to the pigeonhole.
I think regional ones are different than, say, ethnic or identity-based ones, right? So, I think people would find it odd if, you know, if someone white wanted to study, you know, Latino politics in the United States. I think most of that has to be someone of a minority background teaching ethnic politics in the United States, right? But someone teaching Latin America, right, is different somehow. But yeah, I mean, I have noticed, like, you know, when you look around, I think there is a pigeonholing effect. So I don't know how much. And this is what I want to do. The APSA, you know, and I'm sure the ASA does this too. You know, every 10 years or so they do a survey, and we're trying to get some questions in that ask, you know, where we weight by where they got their degree from, et cetera, to figure out, okay, are people, you know, does it help you? Does it hurt you? Are they disproportionately more in this thing, or is it simply that I'm just assuming that or noticing that? I don't know. I don't have really good data, but the medical ones seem really clear, right? Somehow there's this seemingly, you know, and again, it's unclear how much of this is driven versus choice, right? I mean, obviously I'm interested in Latin America, and I'm interested in Bolivia, so I would self-select, right? As you would say, into those kinds of things. So I don't know how much of it is kosher for every individual. Jeff?
Yeah, there's a very common myth in the minds of a lot of white people that minorities have a leg up. in education, in scholarships, and in job hiring. Yet your data convincingly show that that's not the case.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you could speak to that myth at all. What you think of that myth? Why does it exist? Why
Sure.
is this notion out there?
Yeah, I don't know why it exists, and I do know that if you alter it, right? In other words, if suddenly the number of, so we have, where's my thing? So if suddenly the percentage of faculty went from 80% to 64% and reflected society, you'd have a lot of folks who aren't getting jobs who expected them, right? And they would complain. And so they are losers in that sense. And it becomes very tricky then for them to figure out, well, why am I losing? Am I losing because of qualification, or am I losing because of these other things? And academia is really, really tricky because it's really hard. A lot of it's a crapshoot, right? I was telling Ariel, I was on a search committee a couple of years ago, had 120-some files. I cut it down to 10 in less than 15 minutes, right? Because I don't have time. So I just did it. So someone really good probably wasn't in, but everybody was qualified and everybody met the standard. And so there's all, that's when you bring people on campus, right? To look at them, right? And kind of see how we gel. I've had people, I've known people who didn't get jobs because I don't ever want to have dinner with this person ever again in my entire life. And that did it, right? But yeah, it's funny, if you go to the job wiki boards, that's where a lot of the gnashing is. It's anonymous, right? Where people will say racist things. They will say, this assumption that people are getting jobs because of that. Yeah, so all I can say to everybody else is just work harder. You gotta just work twice as hard and make sure that that label can't stick. Yeah. There's no good answer to that. Because some people are actually, it's a tough job market. People are mad, right? One of the reactions I got from a lot of the wiki stuff when I posted that anonymous was, why are you complaining? I'd love it if someone were to just throw me out a job offer that I hadn't even applied for. Right?
I know you said that you weren't sure if it was self-selecting or not for different positions, but obviously not all Latin Americans are selecting to be lecturers. Do you think there's an institutional factor to affect that, or what do you think should happen to help those numbers be more proportionate?
Well, part of the problem is, and it's bad timing. It's part of the problem, right? Academia in general is moving away from tenure and moving towards having instructorships and lectureships. And so at the same time as women and minorities are starting to come out of PhD programs in large numbers and get into the academic job pool, is the exact same time when there are fewer and fewer tenure-track jobs, right? And so you have to take what you can get. And now some of these instructorships pay well, some of the lectureships pay really well, so it doesn't necessarily translate, the same way. But yeah, so I think there's an institutional problem in general about not offering tenure to faculty. Now, granted, I have some very Michigan biases. I went to a graduate program where the graduate students were unionized. We had healthcare as part of our graduate tuition. In fact, my campus narrowly voted not to go on strike when the University of Michigan went on strike to demand an increase in things. So I grew up in that environment. And I think not having tenure-track jobs breaks some of that. Makes it a lot easier for faculty to be worried about retention rather than worrying about other kinds of things. And it's actually bad for students too, right? Because I know that I can get higher teaching evaluations if everybody in my class gets an A. But if everyone in my class gets an A, then no one's ever going to trust an A for the university. Right? But that keeps me in job security.
Take Dr. Centellas' class.
Anyway.
I'll give you my name.